not like it, but you gon' respect it, cause this is West Texas. Woo! Who say they want it? Who say they ready? Hey coach, they might not like it, but they gon' respect it, cause this is West Texas. Woo! I said it's game time. You know it's game time. Hey coach, they know it's game time. You know it's game time. I said it's game time. Come on. Hey coach, they know it's game time. Hey, who say they won't? We won't. Who say they ready? We ready. They might not like, we like it, but this is West Texas, and they gon' respect it.
In a week that just looked doom and gloom around West Texas, Mother Nature finally let off the pedal tonight. As for the Wallhawks, well, they did not, especially to end the first half. Mason Kendall going 105 yards to the house off the pick six. The Wall defense just coming to play here at LeGrand Stadium on the campus of Angelo State University. Good evening, folks. I'm Manny Diaz. The Wallhawks victorious tonight, 41-27 over the Jim Ned Indians, and what a performance. Head coach Houston Guy stressed this entire week, you gotta have more intensity coming off that win over Clyde, 28-13 just last week. Oh, they brought it tonight. Well, we're gonna hear from him, plus Mason Kendall. This play was crazy how it ended up. You know, this guy's a track star. He compared it to something that he runs. Yeah, it doesn't get any much better than that. Plus, what seems to be the X factor heading down the stretch into this season for the Wallhawks. But first things first, those Twisted Root highlights.
Tonight's Cover 1 highlights are presented by Twisted Root Burger Company.
We'll talk about a downpour this week all over West Texas, especially in Wall. Enough to move this game to Angelo State's LeGrand Stadium. Meanwhile, Houston Guy and the Hawks looking to stay in the driver's seat when it comes to this top spot in the District 3-3A Division I standings. Tonight, hosting Jim Ned. Opening drive for the Hawks, pitch to Mason Kendall. He's on his way to a Wall first down. Later in the drive, this possession eating up almost 8 minutes of the opening frame. Sutton Braden just shy of capping things off here. But no worries, very next play, Mason Fuchs keeps it himself for the touchdown, 7-0 Hawks. Second quarter now, same score, Jim Ned knocking on the door on 4th and 5. If you love gutsy calls, you're going to like this one. Dylan Martin going top shelf to Jordan Torres for the 19-yard touchdown, and this one is knotted up at 7. Later in the quarter, under 3 minutes to go, the Tribe with the rock again. Jim Ned with some solid runs all night long, but the key phrase of the night for the Hawks, bend but do not break. Final moments of the half with 1 second left, the Indians going for it on 4th and goal. Maybe should have settled for the field goal as Mason Kendall there for the pick and going the other way. 105 yards for the pick six as time expires in the first half. Watch the Hawks coaching staff going down the sideline with them. Are you kidding me? This one's so good, it's an AUM Holistic Therapies Play the Game nominee. Wall would lead 14-7 at the break. Third quarter now, following an Austin Gray pick six and a Kai Herbert touchdown reception. The Hawks defense working with some momentum, coming up with a third down stop. Then on 4th and 8, defensive coordinator Craig Slaughter bringing the heat. Dylan Martin fights off Garrett Bridgeford and Tate Jones, but cannot get away from Gage Wysoon as the Hawks come up with another big play on 4th down. That's an AUM Holistic Therapies Play of the Game nominee. Ensuing Wall drive, one thing you gotta appreciate about our Houston Guy Flexbone offense is the diversity. Mason Fuchs looking downfield here and hooking up with Lane Ashley for the first down. 2 plays later, love what this sophomore Chase Rios can do. Gets the rock here and knows what to do with it for the 9-yard touchdown, making it 33-7 Hawks. Next Jim Ned drive, the Indians answer back. Dylan Martin taking it 21 yards to the house. At this point, this one not entirely over. Score now 33-14 Wall. Fourth quarter, Hawks driving. How about my man, Chase Rios? A nice 12-yard gain here to move the sticks. 2 plays later, Mason Fuchs off the quarterback keeper and making a 14-yard house call, putting the Hawks up 41-13. All kids from the Concho Valley as Wall takes the dub tonight, 41-27. 5 Hawks carrying the rock tonight as Wall tallied up 167 yards rushing. But the overall deciding factors, Wall's 2 interceptions for touchdowns, Mason Kendall's 105-yard pick six to end the first half, then Austin Gray's pick six in the second half. Coach Guy, how about them Hawks?
Tonight's Cover One post-game sound is brought to you by the Caverns of Sonora.
We preached all week long, we had to bring it this week. Last week I felt we lacked it from the very beginning. I could tell this week in practices from Monday on. I thought we practiced hard. The kids demanded it, our coaches demanded it.
I think it was a really big deal. I mean, Jim Ned's one of the best teams in our district. They're really good. I think it'll give us a lot of momentum going forward into next week and the weeks following. I think we're kind of getting in a groove now where we have a lot of energy, so I think that's good.
For a minute, I was on the headset saying, man, if they get this, we're down 14-7, they got momentum and they get the ball, and all of a sudden, bam, you're up 14-7 and feeling like $1 million bucks, and then starting the second half there, we picked six them again with Austin Gray's play, 2 huge plays, and again, we've been pretty happy with our defense most of the year, but we needed more of those impact plays, and man, was that 2 monster plays tonight.
When he hit the 5-yard line, I wasn't sure. When he hit the 30 and the only one there was the quarterback, I knew he was going to get it. I didn't think the quarterback could catch him. Mason's a fast guy. He's ran at the state meeting. He's one of those guys that for us, he's got a lot of speed, and so I didn't think anybody's going to catch him.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal. It was really tiring. I mean, it was really like running a track race. It's just dead sprinting straight down the sideline. Didn't have to make any moves. It was fun, but it was tiring. So
there were some question marks about our team last week. If we had the intensity to make a run through this district. And I think we answered some of it tonight. There's still some question marks out there. We still got some formidable teams. You still have Eastland. You still have Breckenridge. You got some formidable teams that you still got to get through. And we're not going to sit and pat ourselves on the back tonight after this game. We got to get ready for Eastland next week. And so we're going to go get ready tonight and move forward.
I don't think we've seen the sun in a week around this place. It was what a perfect night to play football. 60 degrees, no wind, and a great venue. Just a great night, great high school football night, and a great win for us.
Tonight's play of the game is brought to you by AUM Holistic Therapies.
Well, it's fair to say that tonight's AUM Holistic Therapies play of the game came by unanimous decision. When you score the pick and take it back 105 yards to the house, well, you've done something. The track star Mason Kendall showing off his wheels to end the first half, giving the Hawks momentum to never really look back. Mason's pick is good for tonight's AUM Holistic Therapies play of the game.
It's time for Manny's Cover One final call of the night, presented by Pettit Productions.
Well, tonight's theme for the Wall Hawks was pretty simple. Bend but do not break defense paired with just take it to the house. Wall anticipated an explosive Jim Ned offense that can move the football. The Indians had their fair share of nice games, but when it came down to crunch time, the Hawks defense either shut down the drive or took a turnover and immediately turned it into points. Defensive coordinator Craig Slaughter's intensity shows in his defense. I've had the pleasure of covering Slaughter since his days as the old ball coach in Clyde, America. He was just as intense then as he is now. The Craig Slaughter defense is already difficult to beat as it is, but when you mix in a tough-as-nails culture like you see in Wall, what gets taken up a few notches. Not a bad night when defense can get involved, especially when turnovers are turned into touchdowns. The Wall Hawks had 2 of those tonight as they wrapped this one up 41-27 over the Jim Ned Indians. As for Week 9, well, the Cover One crew is heading down to my hometown of Cristobal, where the Cougars are set to host the Menard Yellow Jackets. This has always been a historic rivalry, even going back to my days in Cristobal. This one was always a tough one. Heck, we could never beat the Jackets. I'm hoping my hometown Cougs can do something we couldn't do back in the day. Well, before we leave you tonight, how about our stadium mic check? Some sights and sounds from around LeGrand Stadium here on the campus of Angelo State University. I tell you, the Wall fans, the Wall culture is just insane. They love what goes on under the Friday Night Lights. Well, for the Sofa Couch Media Cover One crew, it's been fun. It's been real here in Week 8. Until next week, we will see you down in Cristobal. I'm Manny Diaz. Good night. God bless.
Tonight's Stadium Mic Check is presented by Oasis Crop Insurance.
Jim Ned has won the toss. They've elected to defer. You obviously went to receive. Yes, sir. Which way would you like to kick?
Sure, on some 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, get this started right. Let's go.